It's been a while. I know. I keep saying that I'm going to commit to doing regular videos, and then I just don't feel guided to do any. But yeah, I just felt the urge to kind of get back on. So yeah, here I am, and a lot has been going on recently energetically. Like I've had a really good run for a while where everything was just generally very stable, very steady. I've been very focused on things and moving forwards. Like I haven't really had triggers. I've been having connections with no triggers. And everything has been really like smooth sailing. And then the last 2 weeks, I don't know what happened, but they have just been the worst energy. I First of all, it started with finances, with money, and like a lot of panicking about that because I've been very kind of guided and drawn. Like I think I mentioned it in my last video that I've been feeling like I really need to get into alignment with the things that I really, really feel like I'm supposed to be doing from a soul purpose, from a soul level. And I don't think I maybe listened enough and quite knew how much to strip back because it was like it's got to a point where I was really forced to let go of a lot more. And yeah, there was a point where when I was doing that, I had so much stuff come up around like panic. How am I going to make money doing this new thing? And, am I being ludicrous, like letting go of old ways of making money? And there was this day where I remember my account just was like emptied and I had these massive feelings of anxiety and panic. And I've always been all right. Like, whatever's happened, I've always been like, I know something's going to come in. I know I'll be fine. But it was like a really internal thing that I feel like I needed to feel. Like, I really needed to kind of dig deep with survival and trusting that I could survive purely off doing things that were really things that I was joyous about doing and wanted to do. So all of that stuff came up, and then some really old like connection things from not feeling, from hurt, from how I'd feel really hurt and not valued enough. And this was actually, I think this was like springboarded from like, I'd been getting apologetic texts and they were kind of not really apologetic enough. And then I got like a really long one, and it kind of just made me process all that stuff that I'd like buried. And I think I got to a point in my journey where I was like feeling a lot stronger, and if I felt something, I think I was kind of avoiding it a little bit. Like I'd become so strong and so able to just be like, move forward. So I actually think that I wasn't processing properly some of the stuff. And in the last 2 weeks, it just hit me. Everything that I thought was over for good, that I thought that I'd processed the living daylights out of, like in the past, it just really hit me. And I really had to kind of, everything came back up. I was crying, I felt so sad, but it wasn't like of the old days where I felt like really desperate and pining for people. And this, I just felt it was really, really uncomfortable. I didn't want to go out. I don't think I've left my flat for like 2 weeks. I haven't even been to the gym. I felt all the way through though like it was a positive. Sorry, I just need to put my laptop in. Like I did really feel like I would come out of it positively. Like it felt like it was for a higher good. It didn't feel, like in the old days when you used to have those feelings and you think, your life is kind of over. It felt all the way through, probably because of the toolkit, the awareness. It just felt like, it was really a final purge of just getting everything out that was in my way, between me and really going higher, and going deeper. So that's kind of what's been happening on my journey. I didn't do any really manifesting or anything like that in that period. I really just sat with myself. But yeah, now I'm feeling back to being more empowered again and kind of ready to move forwards, ready to the kind of, next step. But it was really, really uncomfortable 2 weeks. Really brought up a lot that, I didn't even realize I still had to heal. And I'm still very much in kind of rest mode, but I really feel like amazing stuff is really just around the corner. I mean, I'm sure there'll always be some purging, but yeah, I really feel like it's kind of time to level up, time for another level. Is how I'm feeling really strongly at the moment. So I mean, I really believe that a big key to this journey is seeing yourself as a creator, because until you get to that point, you feel quite powerless. You kind of, why is this happening to me? Why am I so unlucky? Why am I a victim? And then I think when you start to see yourself as the creator of your reality and you start to see manifestations of that and evidence of that and proof of that, and you can really be honest with yourself and you can like look back at things that have happened and see how you did create that with your energy and your thoughts and your, everything that you did create that experience. And I think that's really the big turning point. It also makes the healing journey very different because it still got very uncomfortable for me over the last 2 weeks, but I guess I was able to kind of pick apart my responsibility and things and see it as me really clearing my stuff. I really feel on the twin flame journey, I've always really, really been very empathic and I've always picked up other people's emotions very strongly, especially when I'm connected to them. And I do feel that you do pick that up, and I think you pick up them clearing stuff, but then it's mirrored in your healing as well. Like the things that you pick up are things that you also need to work through, maybe in a polarity way, because things really strongly for me. But I feel like I'm coming out the other side now. I really feel things are gonna shift, and I've been seeing things shift for other people as well that I know. Oh, sorry. And I feel like this has been a really powerful. Lionsgate is always huge for me, but this one has felt particularly powerful. But I just wanted to do a check-in, and this channel really is something that I want to do, and I know one day I'll be a lot more consistent. I kind of feel like there's certain things that I need to fully understand and navigate first before I really feel like I want to put more effort into it. Sort of on my own journey, I do feel, it's something that I definitely will put more and more time into as I evolve further down the journey. But I just wanted to do a check-in, and I hope everyone's okay. And I'll speak soon. I don't know if I fully, I don't know, I'm just adding on a bit to the video here because I just feel like I missed bits out that I wanted to say. Um, what I feel really, really happened was it was like 2 weeks where I just couldn't go out into the public space unless like I really, really had to. And I literally just feel like everything that wasn't in alignment with my soul was just like dropped so quickly. I mean, it wasn't quick, it was kind of 2 weeks and it was horrible and really uncomfortable, but it was just like this feeling that, yeah, it was quick. Like, you know, in the grand scheme of how long this journey was, like it felt like everything was just expelled that I'd picked up recently that just hadn't been where I was meant to be, hadn't been the path I was meant to be going on. I feel like maybe I winded a bit over the last like few months, and it just all had to go and it was a really uncomfortable process, but I feel like I'm really coming out the other side now, and yeah, I just feel glowing, and it's just, yeah, amazing how you just keep on clearing stuff. It's like, where's this stuff coming from? You know, how can I have any more stuff to clear? Um, but yeah, it's there. So yeah, and I don't even know what my soul purpose is. I just feel like I'm dropping anything that's not it. Like I know I'm meant to be an artist. Like I really want to start making jewelry. I've been kind of getting into crystals a bit. Not that I think crystals can come in and save you. See, that's the thing. I think everything is okay when it's done from the understanding that we are the creators. So, I mean, crystals are really beautiful, right? And they've been around for eons and they hold energy. And, you know, we can also charge them and empower them to give us certain things because we believe it. Because I really believe that everything is, you know, the core is our belief. Um, and there's no harm in like doing all these things, but it's like the energy that they're done with. Like, are you thinking that they're gonna save you from yourself and they're gonna heal you, or are you understanding that they're just like extensions of yourself that you're choosing different kind of roles for? Yeah, that's really been the biggest thing for me because I dip into stuff on the twin flame union, and I also dip into everyone is you pushed out and law of attraction, and I don't believe them to be separate. I believe it to be some kind of tying of the two. You know, I do think the twin flame journey is more than manifesting, but at the same time everything is manifesting because it's all a creation of our belief system. So it's kind of like they're one in the same, if that makes sense. Um, and oh, suddenly got really bright. But yeah, I really hope to check in soon. I feel like when I get going on this, I start getting inspiration for other videos that I want to do and things that I want to share on my journey, and then I kind of lose my way for a bit. But I kind of want to keep in here because I feel like this will be a part of my future. What I've started here with this channel, I think it's going to evolve into something quite different. But yeah, I'd love to hear how everyone is, and yeah, bye.